So before we start talking about your platform, why do you think it is important to vote in every election?
Well, first things first, I mean, I think just globally, when you look at the world, you got to think of it, it's quite a unique situation to be able to participate in a democracy. Whether we're talking about, you know, countries in like South America or African countries or in Southeast Asia, some human beings don't have the right to participate in the political process. They're pretty much just dictated to. And so to get an opportunity to participate and to get the government you deserve is certainly something to fight for, which we have, and which my grandfather was in World War II, and my father was stationed in Korea. So, but beyond that, just us as black folks, and just the where we stood in the original interpretations of the Constitution, and how states were able to, you know, utilize their interpretation of the Constitution to suppress our ability to express ourselves. And I just think that all the trials and tribulations and fighting that occurred successfully for our right to vote, it's just, it's disturbing that you looked at the last primary and there was probably like a 12%, 13% voter turnout. And the irony is, it's like when you think about it too, of the turnout, you got to think in the full perspective, because you got 100% would be everyone that's actually living in the district that's over 18. But then you take of that 100%, you got to think maybe best case scenario 50% are actually registered to vote. And so it's really of that 50%, when you have a 12% turnout, that number really whittles it away. And when we're talking about, you know, the allocation of tax dollars, when you're talking about billions and trillions of dollar budgets, and you're talking about, you know, cuts to pension obligations, or the way that tax increment financing district pools are going to be drawing businesses in or not, and who participates on those transactions and not, to think that only 12% of 50%, it's a little disturbing.
It's very disturbing,
yeah.
Attorney.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
That, you know, to have people who could not vote and who gave their lives in order for us to be able to vote today.
Right.
And then we don't take advantage of it.
Right.